everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher. I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm on a limited budget. So I wanted to show it's possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. And because of that, most of the beers that I review on this channel usually come in around the $2 price range, and such is the case with today's selection. I paid $1.99 for the 12-ounce can of Stone's Ghost Hammer IPA. There it is. You can see. There we go, without the glare. See if we can bring this in without the glare too much. There we go. There we go. Stone Ghost Hammer IPA. As I said, I paid $1.99 for this beer. I don't normally get to review Stone beers because more often than not, they're a little out of the price range. So when I saw one available for $1.99, I had to grab it. Now, this particular beer is in fact two weeks past its best by or its enjoy by date. And I know that you IPA purists are going to say, well, then, you shouldn't be drinking it. And maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, I don't know. But there you have it. This particular beer got its name because if you go and you read the descriptor, it explains that a lot of times brewing has to take place at night. And so the night crew is there when things are very quiet and things are very dark. And the contracting of the metals, of the pipes, the metal pipes, sometimes causes knocking sounds and hammering sounds. And so the crew refers to the brewery's poltergeist as the ghost hammer. So that's how it got its name. This beer has a 6.7 ABV. Typically, American American IPAs come in between 5.5 and 7.5 on the ABV scale. It also has 56 IBUs. Typically, American IPAs come in between 40 and 70 IBUs. I myself have reviewed, or have sampled rather, I should say, 45 beers from this brewery with an average score of 3.88. So as you can see, I have high marks for this brewery. It's just like I say, it's usually just a little out of price range. More often than not, when I drink Stone, it's because I'm at a tap room or I'm at a brewery who's has a guest tap, rather, not ghost, but guest tap, and that's when I get to try Stone. Occasionally, when I decide to spend a couple of bucks on a bottle, which I do sometimes, that's how I drink Stone too. So to be able to actually get a $1.99 12-ounce can of beer from Stone is pretty amazing. Quick notes from the review community. 42 of my friends on Untappd have given it a cumulative score of 3.77. 68,000 of us have given it a cumulative score of 3.72. Beer Advocate has had, well, I guess I didn't get the number of rankings, but the average score is 3.9. The cumulative score on the Beer Advocate scale is 87, which on their ranking is very good. So there you have it. That's the story behind that. I am going to be using, naturally, my Stone stemmed IPA glass to enjoy this beverage. So I'm going to quit running my mouth. I'm going to crack this bad boy open, and we're going to drink some beer. All right, let's see how this pours. Guys, what you are seeing on the camera is actually very, very close to the color of this beer. And right away, I'm getting a lot of citrus smell. I did a double check, and it was laurel hops that are the primary hop in this particular beer. But I'm certainly getting a lot of citrus off of this, and I can see that the head is going to be, well, I'm going to describe it as semi-resilient. I see some bubbles popping, but not very fast. So I'm going to give this a quick beard wipe, see what I come across. I just smell more citrus. I'm going to stick my schnoz directly in, see if I can encounter anything else. I smell citrus and hops. I'm not really sure what laurel hops smell like, whether they're the more citrusy or piney or what to expect from that aroma, but I'm going to assume from this beer itself that laurel hops are probably the more citrus of the variety. I'm going to describe that as probably medium-low carbonation. Not a whole lot of bubbles rising throughout this, and yeah, it is a little hazy, but not overly hazy. I wouldn't even go so far as to call this a hazy IPA. So I'm going to get to some drinking and drink some beer. Cheers. Okay, nice and creamy finish. I like an IPA with a nice creamy finish. A little bit boozy. I'm kind of surprised by that. Where was it on? Well, oh yeah, it was 6.7. So actually, I'm thinking back now. That's not surprising. For some reason, I had it in my head it was 5.7. 6.7. So it's actually about mid-range for an IPA, and as I said, a little bit boozy. Gonna describe that as probably a medium-low mouthfeel, not a lot of spikiness to it. Um, as I said, a very creamy finish. Definitely a hop-forward beer, and as an IPA, it should be. It should be very much be hop-forward. Not overly bitter. I think honestly, if you're trying to develop a taste for IPAs, this might be a good one. One, because of the price range, and two, because the bitterness is there, without a doubt. Don't get me wrong. It's bitter like an IPA. It comes in with 56 IBUs. Um, but if you're just trying to kind of get to acclimate your palate to that bitterness, I think this would actually be a pretty good beer to have because, like I said, because of its price and the bitterness. It's not even that it's tempered with malt, which sometimes an IPA can be, and that keeps it from being overly bitter. It's just that they found just the right level of IPA of hops to add to this, so that it's not overly bitter, but still has a good IPA bitterness to it. Not especially dry. Now it is kind of funny. You do taste a little bit of the malt coming through. So, but I'm still not going to say that it's tempered by malt. I'm going to say that they've just found the right hop profile and the right amount of hops to add to this to make it a just right IPA. So yeah, this is a good IPA. It's a good beer. I think the beer itself deserves I think it deserves a 4.25. So this is actually going to get 4.5 from me for getting the extra 0.25 for arriving in a can. Well, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.